Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Redstone showcase with your host, me, HPS. This tiny contraption I have behind me is a Shulker Box Storage Unit with a search feature, otherwise known as the Stash Box. Let's get right into it. For those of you wondering if this would be useful for you, let's say you have a bunch of Shulker boxes filled with a bunch of items and you're looking for a specific thing. In this case, let's say I'm looking for steak running pretty low. I would put that item here, where it says your item here. This is a filter. I would remove the system lock. Anything in that will stop the system. It will look through your Shulker boxes, quickly locate the Shulker box that has the item you want in it, and put it into the barrel. Now I know what you're thinking. 1, very cool. 2, very fast. And 3, there's a light and a lever you didn't talk about. So the light and the lever are actually related. The light is an indicator that we have Shulker boxes stored in this chest, which is in the unsearchable section of our system. This is a manual override that will allow any Shulker boxes in here to pass into this top chest, which is the searchable part of our system. In practical applications, this means that when we return our Shulker box that we just received back into the system, it will actually be stored in the unsearchable spot. So we need to make sure to flick the lever until this light goes off, letting us know that every Shulker box is back in the searchable half of our system. The system also has a semi-automatic reset, so as long as the Shulker box has not been picked out of this barrel, it'll actually automatically allow everything from the unsearchable half of the system to flow into the searchable half. So if we check this book, we could see some notable details. This thing is absolutely tiny, so it's only 6 deep. It's only 6 tall, and it's only 8 wide, which is 2 blocks smaller in every single direction than my original build way over there in Yesterday Land. So let's get into how to build this bad boy. Once you have chosen your suitable location, you are going to want to bring everything found inside this chest right here to it in order to build the Stash Box version 3. As you can see, there are 43 blocks of wool of various colors on the right hand side. They could be 43 blocks of anything. I just happen to choose the 43 blocks of wool that'll coincide with the colors of my build. This should help you guys out. Alright, we're going to start with the blue circuit, and on my hotbar you'll find everything you need for this circuit. And we're just going to place down our wool blocks in this orientation, fill in those right there with the redstone dust. Put in a little pulse extender. We're going to break out these two, place a block in between, repeater there, straight into another block with a dot of redstone, and then we're going to put 2 repeaters straight out of there, both set to 1 tick. We're going to put a block right there with a redstone torch on the other side and the alarm bell. And that's it. That's the blue circuit all done. After we're done with the blue, we're going to come around the front for the yellow circuit. It's a simple item filter, so we're just going to throw down our wool blocks in this pattern right here. We're going to put redstone dust on the top, comparator there, repeater there, redstone torch, and then we're going to put in 2 hoppers. This is the first one of our hopper circuits, and I just put them both facing right. So it's at this point I recommend you guys place an item in the bottom hopper to act as a system lock, and if you would like to, right now is a good time to go ahead and add the filter items. This bottom hopper should have an item in it to prevent a clock from firing as we're building our next few circuits. Spinning back around to the other side to place in our green circuit, we're going to drop blocks in this orientation, which will allow us to place a redstone torch on that block, redstone comparator coming out of this hopper, there we go. Redstone repeater right there, set to 2 ticks. Redstone dust, redstone repeater set to 1 tick right there. Off the top of this torch, we're going to continue our redstone line with a little L shape right there. These 2 are going to get redstone dust. This guy gets a repeater on 4 ticks. This location right here is for your note block. This location right here is for your sticky piston. We got our Shulker box breaking solid block right here. And last but not least, this piece of redstone dust, which will be incredibly important in just a moment. Now is the perfect time to throw in the purple line. So we're going to put in some blocks just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and put 1 redstone repeater down there just on 1 tick. Redstone dust right here. Redstone torch. redstone comparator right next to that guy hanging out, redstone repeater, lever where we're standing, and a barrel right next to that hopper. Done and dusted. Alright, we're going to use this target block at the top to redirect this redstone signal so we can power this dispenser facing downward. We're going to block that off using anything. I like using glass, redstone lamp, and any solid block capable of transmitting a redstone signal. Alright guys, we want a hopper going into that barrel right there, and then we want two hoppers going out from this redstone torch, just like that. And then we want to place a dropper right there in between and wrap this corner with hoppers, just like that. Perfect. On top of this, we're going to go ahead and place a chest. Alright, now to power the world's smallest item elevator, we need a system such as found right here. And then we're going to go ahead and put redstone dust here and an observer coming out of that, or going into that guy. Awesome. On the other side, we're going to go ahead and just put a redstone comparator, and that's all done. Standing on what we just built, we're going to place an observer facing that note block, and then we're going to go ahead and place a dropper facing upwards, one facing forwards, into a hopper facing into that dispenser. Two hoppers going into back of that. Then we're going to do our double chest right on top of that guy. Boom. Then we're going to do three droppers up, so two up, and then one into that double chest. Perfect. Last but not least, we have this pink circuit right here, which is going to be our last dropper elevator. And it's going to be two pieces of redstone dust, a redstone repeater, a redstone comparator, and the final block is going to be an observer facing into that dust right there. You should now have a fully functional system, and let's go ahead and grab a shulker box and give it a test. As you can see, I have thrown some items in there, some that we do not have, and one that we are going to try to request. Throw the clock in, remove the system lock, let the thing run, and there we go. Working system. Well, at some point, I seem to have made a mistake and left two extra comparators in my inventory. I'm not sure what step they're from or what step they go to. I'll try to find it in editing, but for now, that never happened. And I'm sorry. Well, guys, I think I found where that comparator came from. This comparator right here, hanging out just like that to power that. This used to be the gray wool block. I was just cleaning it up for the next clip. Boom. There's the missing one. And after a little work, bam, that's it. Beautiful. I know. So sleek, so smooth. So let's double check it, make sure it still works now that we have all of the fancy blocks in place. Boom. Let's do something a little normal. We're going to do a redstone toolbox this time. Oh, that was quick. Okay, awesome. Yeah, definitely still works. Awesome. Let's throw them back in there. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's Redstone Showcase. I appreciate you guys coming with me on this adventure. I hope you guys appreciate the Stash Box version 3, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe.